All right, let's unpack all of this with Ivan Starodubtsev. He is a Russian-Turkish relations analyst, and he joins us now live from Ankara. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here on the program today. Let's start off from here. How likely is it that the U.S. will impose sanctions directly on President Vladimir Putin?
First of all, thank you for inviting me to your program. I believe that any sanctions toward Russia in this critical moment will mean for Russia and for the United States the end of the dialogue between two countries, and they have to look wider at this issue between NATO and Russia. I don't think that it is in American interest to stop dialogue in this point.
Do you think that this would resort into Russia putting more aggression on Ukraine?
Do we think that Ukraine is so much valuable for the United States that Russia will give its answer through Ukraine? I don't think so. I don't think that Ukraine is more valuable for the United States, more than Afghanistan, more than Iraq, more than Libya, whatsoever. So I believe that Russia will put asymmetric and unexpected answer.
Right, but Russia says that if it can't reach a diplomatic solution, they will resort to putting more pressure onto Ukraine. Do you think that we can witness another invasion of Ukraine?
I do not think that Russia is thinking so much straightforward. Russia do not need to invade Ukraine. All the speculation about Russia invasion to Ukraine, it is more about the United States. It is more about European interest to demonize Russia and to show it as like an evil. I believe that the Russian answer will be mostly political and economical and not through hard power.
So how would you evaluate the dynamics between the U.S. and the EU? Because the EU isn't happy at this point with the fact that the U.S. is holding direct talks with Russia without having any say.
At the end of the day, Russia considers the United States as a locomotive of this Western process. So, of course, for Russia, the main negotiator is the United States. Of course, Europe is not happy about that, but actually it is their fault. For many years, they followed with closed eyes the United States, and it is just a result of their own politics.
Right, and we're seeing efforts here from all sides to reach a diplomatic solution. Do you think that that's going to happen?
At the end of the day, we started. I mean mostly the United States and Russia and NATO, more than European dialogue, of course. We started to talk about the issues which was not a subject of discussion for the decades, in spite of Russian proposals, in spite of Russian initiatives. So, of course, it is a kind of a small positive step. But the main indicator of where we are going to, there going to be one, in my opinion, is whether Russia will open its office again in Brussels, in NATO, and also whether NATO will again be allowed to open its office in Moscow. I believe this is the most important indicator. It means that the process is going somewhere.
All right, Ivan Starodubtsev, thank you so much for joining us here on the program and sharing that analysis with us.